Shalom. I would like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and the brothers out there teaching in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. I'd like to give all praise to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And I'd like to do a little quick lesson on the black woman is God nonsense, or the woman is God nonsense in particular, because that is just straight blasphemy, And if anybody but still believes in that, you're just out of your mind, all right? Now, I give you the first scripture, it's Numbers 1:18, all right? Oh, yeah, and I would like to say, if anyone knows, you would know that the male carries the seed, all right? And we put that seed in a woman, and she does the childbearing, but the male carries that seed, all right? And we just plant it in a woman. All right, so Numbers 1:18. And they assembled all the congregations together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old upward by their poll. Now, if you know the word pedigree, that means lineage, all right? So, you are who you are from who your father is, all right? Now, for instance, I will say this. I'm an Israelite, all right? And from the tribe of Judah. Now, if I have a daughter or kids in particular, but any different nation of woman, an Edomite woman, so-called white woman, or we will say a Chinese woman, a Moabite woman, no matter what the features that's going to look like of them children are still going to be Israelite children, all right? Because once again, Numbers 1:18, it comes from the father, from your father's seed. For another example, now if an Edomite, a so-called white man, have a baby by a black woman, it still may look like the Negro woman's child, the Israelite woman, but that child is an Edomite because of their father. All right, know the difference. All right, and I'm gonna go into a couple more scriptures to back up these statements about all right, now this is King David speaking right here. Psalms 139:13. For thou hast possessed my reins, thou hast covered me in my mother's womb. I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. My substance was not hid from thee, when I was made in secret and curiously wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. Thine eyes did my substance yet being imperfect, and in the book all my members were written, which in continuance were fashioned when as yet there was none of them. All right, now the key point was 13. For thou hast possessed my reins, and thou was covered in my mother's womb. I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, that my soul knoweth right well. All right. Let's bring out another scripture. All right. This is what the mother of the Maccabees, this is what she said. All right. If you know the account of the Maccabees story, 2 Maccabees 7:22. I cannot tell how you came into my womb, for I neither gave you breath nor life, neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you, but doubtless the creator of the world who formed the generation of man. and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again, as you now regard not your own selves for his law's sake. You see? See what the Maccabees' mother said? As you now regard not your own selves for his law's sake. Alright? So, they knew. Even back then they knew the Creator was behind everything, This new age westernized bullshit nonsense talk is just out of this world, man. I got 3 more scriptures. I'm gonna back it up. Let's see what Job says. Job 31:15. Did not he that made me in the womb make him? And did not one fashion us in the womb? Right, come on, man. Another scripture. Ecclesiastes 11:5. As thou knowest not what is the way of the Spirit, nor how the bones do grow in the womb of her that is with child, even so thou knowest not the works of God who maketh all. Alright? Let me read that again. Ecclesiastes 11:5. As thou knowest not what is the way of the Spirit, nor how the bones do grow in the womb of her that is with child, even so thou knowest not the works of God who maketh all. See, man, so that cuts that woman is God nonsense, man. At the end of the day, women can't create nothing on their own. They need that male seed. They need that male to place that seed in them to grow. Just like if you want to plant an apple tree, you have to plant the seed in the ground for it to grow. That's why these women out here that don't have no man, what do they still do? They still go get some sperm from the donor bank and get it inserted inside them so they can have a baby. They don't get it from another woman. All right? Even though that's wickedness, 2 women and women together. That's wickedness. That's in the law, man. You're not supposed to do that. That's abomination to the Most High. But the last scripture is 2nd Esdras 8:7. This is Ezra speaking. For thou art alone, and we are one workmanship of thy hands, like as thou hast said. For when the body is fashioned now in the mother's womb, and thou givest it members, thy creature is preserved in fire and water. In 9 months doeth thy workmanship endure thy creature which is created in her. But that which keepeth and is kept shall both be preserved. And when the time cometh, the womb preserves and delivers up the things that grow in it. For thou hast commanded out of the parts of the body, that is to say, out of the breast, milk to be given, which is the fruit of thy breast. Which is the reason why, the child is really supposed to suck on his mom's breast to get that milk, to get that good nutrients. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's supposed to do. Not now when they got this garbage Similac that they're giving everybody and their kids and things like that with these different ingredients that's messing you up. And it's already proven facts that if you breastfeed your kids, that you'll be more healthier. Why? Because that's what you're naturally supposed to do to your children. But these women are lazy now in America. How they do it? Well, I don't want to do it. It's too much work. Just America has created lazy people. All right. And verse 11. That the thing which is fashioned may be nourished for a time, till thou dispose it to thy mercy. Thou broughtest it up with thy righteousness and nourished it in the law and reformed it with thy judgment. All right. So hope brothers is out there was edified, you know, and brothers out there that want to see this video. Look here, man. That the woman is God is nonsense, man. Get over it, man. You know, there's plenty of scriptures. You know, the Most High, Yahawah, is a man. You know, period. All right. But I'd like to give all praises to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Oh, Salakia, and here goes a quick scripture because I just made that statement. Right? They say he. All right. Now, this is just one of them. There's there's many of scriptures. All right. But this is just one that's just right here in my face. Acts 17:24. God that made the world and all the things therein, seeing that he is the Lord of heaven and earth, dwelleth not in the temples made with hands. All right. Now, I'm going to go over that again. He says, seeing that he, all right, is Lord of heaven and earth. All right, so I just wanted to go over that real quick because I made that statement that I told you, you know, God is a man, you know, which God is just a title, and his name is Yahawah. His son's name is Yahawashi. All right? Shalom.